FTX is paying back an insane amount of money. We're talking nearly half of all the money that they owe. In fact, this is the biggest crypto repayment ever. So what happened? Well, let me break it down for you. Before we dive into the details, show some love and hit that like button. It really helps me out. And subscribe for more crypto news delivered straight to you. Alright, so FTX will begin returning $5 billion to its victims. I know that sounds like a lot of money, and it is. But it is also not the full amount that they need to return because FTX owes around $9 billion. So why is this such a big deal? First off, it's the largest repayment in crypto history. Second, we finally have a clear timeline for these repayments. And third, FTX has shown us that they can do this. It gives us hope that every creditor will eventually get repaid. Now, this repayment won't fix everything. The customers who are getting this money back won't even get the current price of their cryptocurrency. For example, let's say someone deposited 10 Bitcoin when the price was high. They would have gotten around $40,000 worth of crypto. But despite that, it's still a huge deal. It shows that FTX is serious about giving everyone their money back. In fact, FTX ranked the top 50 claims by dollar amount and found that average unsecured claim was around $26,000. So a lot of people are probably going to get most of their money back. And remember, FTX is still under Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings. It's a long process where FTX needs to find a way to pay back all of its debt. It took a while for FTX to figure out how much money they had and what their expenses were. Once they got a handle on that, they needed to figure out what to do with the money. They've been selling off assets to raise money for a while now, and they made around $1.2 billion from selling their stake in Robinhood. That's only a small part of what they owe. So they're going to need to keep doing this until they have enough money to pay everyone back. In the meantime, FTX has made two other payments to customers. In December of 2023, they paid back $7 million to customers who used FTX Pay. And in March of 2024, they paid back another $22 million to customers who didn't go through KYC verification. But the upcoming payment on May 30, 2025 is by far the largest repayment. Who's going to get this money? Well, it's not just anyone. FTX has to follow a strict order of repayment. They first have to pay back the secured creditors. These are people who lent money to FTX with collateral. They have a claim on FTX's assets. After that, they need to pay back the priority creditors. This group includes customers who haven't gone through KYC verification, as well as people who are eligible for the automatic stay. Automatic stay is a legal term that says you can't collect debts from certain people. That's because collecting debts can put a person through undue hardship. So the government protects certain groups of people from debt collection. Now, after they pay back all those groups, FTX can pay back general unsecured creditors. This is the group that's getting paid back on May 30, 2025. These are people who lent money to FTX without any collateral. They're not protected by the automatic stay. And they did go through KYC verification. Now, this isn't the end of the road for these people. They still have to wait for FTX to finish the bankruptcy proceedings. But at least they'll get some of their money back. In February 2025, FTX said they would try to pay back general unsecured creditors by May 2025. That wasn't too long ago. So I guess they're sticking to that plan. But they're not going to pay back everyone in one go. There are over 1 million general unsecured creditors, and FTX has to figure out how much each person is owed. Then they need to calculate how much they can pay back. That's why the repayment will happen in phases. On May 30, 2025, FTX will pay back general unsecured creditors with claims over $50,000 and met all the requirements. That includes submitting KYC documents and a proof of claim by April 11, 2025. People in this group will receive an email saying that their funds are ready to be withdrawn. They'll have between 1 and 3 business days to complete the withdrawal. The withdrawals will be sent to two wallets, one on the Bitcoin network and one on the Ethereum network. Both wallets belong to BitGo and Kraken. Those are the companies helping FTX with the withdrawals. If you're in this group, you should receive your money on May 30, 2025. But there are other groups that haven't received their money yet. General unsecured creditors with claims under $50,000 are still waiting. In FTX's last update, they said they would pay back these people by the end of 2025. It is possible they could even get more money since they were paying people based on the value of their crypto in November 2022. If Bitcoin goes up, then the people with smaller claims will get more money. But if Bitcoin goes down, they'll get less money. So FTX is probably waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin before paying back these people. Finally, there's still a lot of people who haven't submitted their KYC documents. FTX can't pay them back until they get their documents. Plus, the people who are eligible for the automatic stay haven't gotten their money either. It looks like FTX is focusing on the people who are easiest to pay back first. Once they have some money left over, they're probably going to use it to pay back the people who are harder to track down. The good thing is FTX is making progress and paying people back. The bad thing is a lot of people have lost faith in them, and that's understandable. But as time goes on, more and more people will get their money back. In the meantime, FTX is working on rebuilding trust and becoming a better platform. They're also working on finishing the bankruptcy proceedings. It's a long process, but they're making progress. Once all this is over, FTX will be a very different platform. They are going to be more transparent, and they are going to make sure that customers' money is safe. They're also going to work hard to rebuild trust with the community. It's going to take a while, but FTX is committed to making it happen. It is also important to remember that this isn't the only crypto exchange that has been through something like this. There have been many hacks and scams in the past, but the industry has always bounced back. Same thing is going to happen with FTX. As I mentioned earlier, total repayments could reach $16 billion, which is almost double what they're paying back now. That means there's still hope for a lot of people. If you're one of them, don't give up. Keep pushing and eventually you'll get your money back. If you're not affected by this, then count yourself lucky. But don't forget what happened here. Don't forget that FTX was one of the biggest platforms in the world and it fell apart. It's a reminder that you need to be careful with your money and protect yourself. I think it is also important to point out that this isn't the end of FTX's problems. They still have to deal with lawsuits and regulators. They also have to rebuild their platform from scratch. But it's a start and it's a big one. All things considered, I think this is a positive move for FTX and for the industry as a whole. It shows that progress is being made and that eventually everyone will get their money back. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe for more updates. Stay smart and I'll see you in the next one.